The all-new 22 Civic, now on sale at Team Honda on Segan Lane.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag, how are you?
I'm great.
Yeah?
It is Wednesday.
It's out here, midweek Wednesday.
And it's warm.
It was, you know, the last couple mornings we had, you walk out and you're like, no thanks. So you walk out this morning, ain't too bad. Actually, a live look right now from Port Allen into Baton Rouge.
Ooh, look at
river
that.
traffic right here along the Mississippi.
That's awesome.
kinda
You were
pretty.
saying earlier you just saw the birds flying
birds
through.
were
It's a very
flying.
majestic shot.
It really was. We're sorry you missed a lot of that.
I know. Maybe
But-
tomorrow they'll come back.
But, I mean, the graphic clearly says we start at 9:15. So,
I
you
know.
know, if we start at 9:14, you're all thrown off.
Exactly. And the birds know that
The
too.
birds know.
They know.
Speaking of numbers, here is the proof of that warmer start. 56 degrees in Baton Rouge to get you going right now.
Oh, at 9:15 I'll take it because that means by lunchtime you're going to warm up. And the high today, 69 degrees. Then tomorrow we're going to see much of the same, upper 60s, and then you see a little bit of a dip down in that roller coaster. Then you raise your hands back up for the weekend where we get into the 70s, but you have a higher rain chance. And then, yeah, as we start a new work week next week, back into the 30s for our lows. A lot going on
This
here,
is the
Matt.
ride that Steve says is so very normal for South Louisiana in those winter months. This right here, not those 80s.
No.
This
That was weird.
is the normal. So there you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Walking through it, and we'll take it on a Wednesday. We're
We will.
starting out warmer.
Also on a Wednesday, we just heard from Mayor Sharon Wester Broome yesterday, COVID response for EBR. We're going to hear from her again today. It's actually the State of the City address.
And this, obviously, an update on where the city parish is at in terms of all of its investment economic opportunities. Where have we come from last year? What are we looking forward to in the new year to come? So lots of updates anticipated. We might hear a little bit of COVID and
Sure.
how that's changed that as well. And so that is happening today right around 12:30, and we're going to update you. We're going to stream that for you here on WAFB Plus.
It's 12:30. Yeah, and you can watch it many different ways from
Yes.
us. You could the Rotary Club on their Facebook, YouTubes as well. So we'll see. But a busy year 2021 was, and so we'll see what 2022 has in store as we kind of push through. Need to make sure that folks know about that, and we're seeing closures kind of pop on and off here as COVID pushes through.
Matt loves to say, know before you
Know before
go.
you go.
That
That's it.
is the main thing here because we are constantly seeing changes, and that's just the world we live in,
Yes.
right? Whether you're headed to the airport or a government office, COVID is just the world we live in now. So, in order to prevent wasting gas, prevent wasting your time and a trip to the Baton Rouge OMV, just know that they are closing down to do some deep cleaning. This is a COVID protocol that they want to make sure people are not heading on out that way, especially if you had an appointment already scheduled.
This is the big location, too. This is
Yeah.
the main location, Independence
Mothership.
Boulevard. Again, shut down for the time being. Actually, and we've seen a few of these OMVs across the area shut down. One that was shut down for the same reason last month is opening up again today, the one in Gonzales.
That's it. So if you had anything that you needed to get done in person at the OMV in Gonzales, today is
You're
your
good.
day to go take care of it.
Right.
Whereas if you were at going to the Baton Rouge OMV, maybe to get license plate, take care of some things that you need to file there, you either can do it online for
Right.
certain things,
right
or
here.
go ahead and just reschedule your appointment.
Exactly right. Jump on the OMV website, which we have linked for you right here in this story. Just a heads up, it's always busy there. It's always busy. There's always something to get done. So just make sure before you head out there.
Always a busy time for scammers.
Man,
they
this-
like to make their way around and try to convince people
Never
because
ends.
they know people will fall for it.
Callie Hubbard was live this morning talking with folks from the BBB about a lot of things going on right now.
Yeah.
But just as we see a lot of case counts in COVID spiking, the request, the need, the want for testing is peaking right along with these cases. Go figure, there are scammers out there with the ability to sell to you fake tests. Don't get taken advantage of.
And now some of this packaging is really believable.
really
if you were to
is.
look on Amazon or on the internet, you just never know what people are putting out there that might not be authentic or
Correct.
legitimate. So you really have to do your research. And Callie Hubbard, Carmen Millian, all saying the same thing here. Do your research. Take the time to figure out whether it's authentic, look at the reviews, and make sure you're not buying a falsely advertised product.
The scammers are going to absolutely prey on your exhaustion when it comes to this. If you're looking for something online, you haven't found anything for 20 minutes, all of a sudden, hey, there's a couple, snap it up, buy it, see ya. Next thing you know, you've lost your money, you're not getting anything. They will absolutely take advantage of your exhaustion when it comes to something like this. So just Keep a steady focus
Yes.
as you're online going through all
Because
that.
the tools are there to
Yes,
warn
right here,
you.
right here. This is happening later today,
Yeah.
and this, man, this is kind of cool.
Landmark ruling.
Yes.
So you've obviously heard of the case Plessy versus Ferguson back
Right.
in 1892. Homer A. Plessy, as an act of civil disobedience,
Right.
got on a whites-only train car, right? So
In
then,
New Orleans.
Yeah. Became a landmark or civil rights location there. And then it goes to the Supreme Court,
Right.
gets overturned, I believe, in the 50s. Is that
Well,
right?
eventually, yeah. In that happened in 1892. 1896, the Supreme Court sees it, hears it, talks about it. Ruling comes down, separate but equal.
Yes.
Separate but equal, and that is the way the rule and the law works for about 50 years. But then, exactly, you are right. Brown versus
Brown
Board of
versus Board of
Education in the
Education's
1950s,
50s.
the Supreme Court sees it, overturns it,
Yeah.
and we begin to move along a little bit. But yeah, that began in 1892.
So fast forward to today.
Right.
Today, in 2022,
Right.
Governor John Bel Edwards is hosting a posthumous pardoning ceremony for Homer Plessy. And what's really cool actually about this is that the judge who convicted him and relatives of Mr. Plessy all going to be there today.
Yeah, the relatives of the judge, and then obviously the relatives of Miss Plessy to still have that connection.
Yeah.
It's quite unique, and a lot of steps have been made. A lot of steps still need to be made, but to have that happening today,
Big deal.
Exactly. So we'll give you a peek at that happening a little bit
10
later
a.m.
on.
today.
That happened.
gosh.
That happened.
Last night.
That happened?
Yeah.
Come on.
I was telling Matt, so I fell asleep in the middle of this game, and every time I looked at the screen, Kentucky was ahead, and I missed all the great parts. So relive it for us. Tell us about the excitement ending in such a great win.
It really was. It was a great game to watch because LSU came out, they're like, all right, we're not going to get it pushed around here. And they got a nice little lead, and Kentucky would come back on them. They grabbed a lead in the first half a couple times. It was never anything big. LSU takes a lead 35-30 into halftime. And you're like, all right, let's ride this thing.
Yeah.
Because we seem to have controlled it. It's close for the most part. Hey, where are you going?
I wanted to go along
Exactly,
the
right. I
ride.
want to go somewhere else. But then Kentucky does what Kentucky does. They come out. They change up the strategy in the second half. All of a sudden, they're just balling. I mean, hitting three-pointers from everywhere. And this is a crew that has scored 90 points in 4 of their last 5 games,
Yeah.
including a game against North Carolina. So you're like, all right, now we're about to get hit. LSU switches up their defense as well, switches up their zone, their man, that kind of thing, begins to shut them down in a way that the LSU defense has been able to do all season. And all of a sudden, they go on a 20-2 run that spaces them out from Big Blue. It gets close again at the end, but they win at 65-60.
Love to see it, especially with it being an SEC opponent.
Yeah, it's great.
Ooh.
16th ranked Kentucky. So, big win for the Tigers. It is their first win in the SEC. They still got another, I mean, look, the tests will continue.
Yeah.
Next on the agenda, you got 18th ranked Tennessee at home as well.
Ooh, another
yeah.
home game at that, which is an
Right.
advantage because they pack a crowd.
Yeah.
Not only that, obviously, Dale Brown Court,
That's right.
now newly deemed there. How cool is that to have that at PMAC? And as you said earlier today in the big show, that they won
Yeah.
over Kentucky.
Yeah.
That's just awesome.
You know, you see a lot of those things happening, and then you kind of lay an egg. You're like, yeah, we're going to dedicate this and do this, and then nobody shows up or shows out. No, Tigers got it done
Yeah.
for the old head coach right there.
Cool to see that,
Really
especially in a
cool to see.
COVID world.
Exactly
Yeah.
right. Really cool to see. You know what would be cool to see as well? Somebody please in our part of the world take this thing home.
Yeah,
Whoa!
600 million. So the cash payout's just over 400 something. 400 something million.
Yeah, for Powerball.
Imagine having that kind of money.
I can't. I'll take.
Sans taxes and everything. Just imagine having two zeros, and then the word million following that.
$12 for a muffalata right now. I'll split it with you. Let's go.
Okay, let's
That's
do that.
all I need.
I like that. Let's
go.
do that.
But yeah,
All
this
you
kind
need.
of money is ridiculous.
Yes.
You could buy an island made out of
Yes.
muffalatas.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Okay, you know what? That's probably not a good idea.
Sounds so
I don't even know what that would
sounds
be.
Fantastic.
I don't know what that'd be like.
Make it happen.
But so another drawing tonight, and every time I pass by the billboards coming in the morning, and like the day before, we will have talked about, hey, the jackpot's risen to this, and then all of a sudden it's that much more because
Right.
more people are buying.
Right.
I'm like, oh, come on, let's go. It would be nice to have somebody down here win it.
Because 3 months now we're going without a winner.
It
And this
is.
is just going to keep
Yeah.
rolling and
Yeah.
rolling and rolling. So get your tickets because tomorrow we hope to say
Rolling.
somebody won.
A ticket purchased right here in South Louisiana.
Oh, how good would that be?
Your new best friend.
90s Now, sponsored by you.
Right, we'll get you on the show. Come on in.
I love it.
You can buy the place.
I love that.
No, you don't buy the place?
Well,
Do whatever you want with it.
Oh,
Change it up.
wow. You can make it a
Baristas everywhere.
muffaletta factory.
Muffaletta and baristas everywhere.
Oh, I like it.
You do you.
Ooh.
So yeah, hopefully a winner tonight. Hopefully a winner in our little part of the world.
Yes, and we will announce the numbers right here on
Sure.
WAFB Plus. We'll go over it, and
Yep.
we'll also look and see if anyone else, any other cash prizes, have won this time of year
Sure,
for Let's
possibility.
Talk Thursday. We can talk about that.
You know what? That's right. That's on the
Yeah.
agenda for tomorrow. Let's talk Thursday. So put that in the bonnet. Be in the bonnet, if you will. What you would like to talk about with us, you can yell at us if you want. Yell at me. Be nice.
Hey,
No,
no,
Liz Co.
treat him with kindness.
Liz
Chill
Co
with
deserves
kindness.
the kindness. But yeah, if there's anything out there that you want to talk about, let's do it.
This is the space.
That's a space.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a safe space,
Oh,
but
He's
a
ready.
space. So come on in. We'd love to talk about whatever you want to chat about as 2022 kind of really gets going here.
9:15 again tomorrow on a
Right.
Thursday. In the meantime, on this Wednesday,
Yeah.
ooh, enjoy this paradise.
Yeah, I guess. But you know what? It ain't snow. It ain't ice. We're not stuck on roads
No,
anywhere.
you're right. You're right.
So we'll take every bit of this 56 degrees. Huh?
Oh, enjoy it.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow.